Okay, today me and Gracie are going to be dealing with potatoes, and I just wanted to give you all a quick demonstration of what we have going on here. What we have here are seed potatoes. Okay, I want to try to make sure everything is being seen here in the camera. Okay, these are seed potatoes, and what you see there are eyes all over the table. These are all over the potatoes. Now these are bigger eyes, but you also have smaller eyes there. Okay, I'm going to see if I can find some smaller eyes so that you can identify them easily. Okay, that would be a smaller eye on a potato. Okay, but these seed potatoes have eyes all over them, right? Seed potatoes can be purchased from any garden center. They can be ordered online. These are some that we had from last year, and they've kind of worked their way into their little growing spout, so there's eyes all over these. Well, let me show you how to make good use of one potato, okay, to get several plants. We've already started the process of cutting. Some people, they'll just plant the whole potato down in the soil, okay? But what we like to do, wherever there's an eye, and the reason why, let me explain this real quick. The reason why I've cut them and I have them upward, I'm inside my garden greenhouse and we get a lot of sunlight in here. I'm going to allow these to cure for a few days. The white part, I'm going to allow that to cure and get a little hard over the top, okay? And so they're just going to sit in here in the sun, and then we will proceed to planting them. But what you want to do, there are so many eyes all grouped together on this potato here, okay? You have the smaller eyes as well as the bigger eyes. Now what you can do, anywhere there's an eye growing, that is a potential plant, potato plant, that is going to spring from that eye. And so instead of planting one potato in one area, you could actually cut this in several places and spread them all over whatever area you're going to be planting in. Whether you're planting inside of a barrel or inside of a raised bed or an area that you've prepared specifically for potatoes. And this is what you do. You want to make sure you're cutting in between. Okay. Okay. Now what I have here, there are two eyes on this particular portion that I cut there. So I'm going to just sit that like that. You want to be careful too, because sometimes if you move them about too much, those eyes can pop right off, and you don't want that to happen. Okay. Also through here, I have another area I can cut right through there. Okay. And so now this portion, and watch your hand, sweetheart, and this portion can be planted in two different areas. Okay, I see some smaller eyes there too. What I'm going to do, I can even divide this even more. You see that? Two nice eyes spaced apart. I can cut that even more. Now when you plant these, because this potato still has all of this watery substance from the potato itself, this eye will be able to feed off of the water that's within the potato itself. Now we have been able to successfully grow potatoes from skins, and I'll show you what I mean by that. Just say you're going to be making baked potatoes or mashed potatoes one day, and so you don't want to give up a whole potato like this. What we've been able to do, let me find a potato that's a little bigger to demonstrate what I'm referring to. We've been able to take, like, look, that much of the potato, right? And see, there's no more eyes. And let me do this with a full potato so you know what I mean, but that's enough right there. You can get a plant sprout from that. But just say this full potato here, right? Even though these were purchased specifically for seed potatoes, so we wouldn't have eaten this anyway, but just say this was a potato that we were purchasing to eat. I'm going to show you, I'm going to demonstrate for you. Got a little screen repair we have to do here. Every spring there's repair work to be done on a farm. Okay. Gracie's sweeping the floor there. But anyway, just say I wanted to eat this potato, okay? And I don't want to use it all as a seed because it's full of stuff in there, right? And I know some of you don't eat potatoes. There's, you know, a lot of people say they have no nutritional value. But one thing I know is potatoes will fill you up if there's nothing else to eat, okay? So in this house, we still eat potatoes, okay? But I tell you what, if you were to peel this potato and you did it like that, you made sure that you cut enough of the potato off so that those eyes still have some substance there, you essentially have almost a full potato that you can still eat, but you've taken the eyes off, and those can grow more potatoes for you. You see that? Okay. And so I just wanted to give this quick little demonstration, but because these are seed potatoes, I do see some smaller eyes on that, so I'm going to still plant this. We're not going to eat this. These were purchased for seed, so that's the purpose in which we will use them. We will still plant that because it does have a small eye. If it doesn't have an eye on it, you're probably not going to grow anything, so you have to make sure it has eyes. Just kick the camera, pardon me. I'm going to do one more here so you can get an idea of what we have going on. See, that potato has eyes all over it, looking right at you. See that? Okay, I'm going to do the same thing as before. If you were peeling this and you wanted to keep the potato, you would cut the eye off just like that and plant that. Okay, but you want it to sit for a couple of days, and what's going to happen is when you do plant it, you plant it downward like that on top of the soil. You don't want to plant it like that. You want to plant it like that to allow the plant to grow upward. You see, you want to allow that to grow upward. Okay. I hope I've helped you with the eyes portion of growing potatoes. There's a lot more to it as far as soil preparation, all of that. You want to make sure that the soil is not too, hold on sweetheart, you want to make sure the soil is not too thick and clumpy. It has to be loose and sandy to get the best results for potatoes. Otherwise they will just rot underground. If the soil stays too wet all the time, they will just rot underground. You want to make sure that the soil is allowed to just simply pass through. You want to make sure that the water is allowed to simply pass through and not really sit and soak on the potatoes, because it will rot underground. Okay, this has been my quick little potato demonstration, and as you see, we have a lot of seed potatoes here. And we have an area that we will be planting these in. Okay. I hope this has been helpful for someone. And once again, as always, Shalom family, we love you.